and welcome to the Hope Hotline. Hope everybody is doing great. It is a fun-filled day. I'm going to be honest with you people. I literally just walked in. I am completely behind the eight ball. 100%. I think Tracy was tell you, go and get Hope.
I'm like, yeah, we got a couple minutes. Maybe she just got caught up. I thought maybe you were just enjoying your time so much in there. I just wanted to make sure that.
In my office?
Yes, in your office.
Well.
Doing your thing. Yeah.
Okay, so what's going on? What's going on? I can tell you this. My weekend is pretty crazy.
Okay.
I wonder if you guys are. And I guess Yag has decided to be at my house this weekend.
Oh,
yeah.
What a party.
It's between, if they're not at the beach, they are at me or Vanessa's house.
Yeah.
True.
I love them.
I do too. I asked them, I was like, what's up with Vanessa? No, just kidding. It's like, what's up with Vanessa? Vanessa can't have you over at her house?
Exactly. Hello.
Hello. They never asked me. I would have been like, come on, let's go.
I know. She would have.
Vanessa's always up for.
I'm always up for a good time.
Yeah.
Do you need my password? Okay. I'm really sorry. I'm super late. Okay. Well, dear Lords of Mercy,
I know.
What is
Don't
going on?
ever buy a cheap anything because now it doesn't want to go. So I'm just going to leave it.
Do you want that little box?
No, it's okay. I have this. The piece is coming apart. And it was supposed to be a good one, too.
Do you guys keep hearing something fall?
It's just me. It's just my phone.
It's like, what the crap? So we're on TikTok. Hello, TikTok.
We are.
Hello, TikTok over there.
Yeah. Live now.
And okay, so the things I'm pretty busy this weekend. What are you?
Yeah. Yes, I am. Tomorrow we're gonna go to that new, what's it called?
The Lagoon.
Lagoon. Yeah. So we're down in Fort Myers. So we're gonna go try it out first. We'll test it and see how it goes.
Apparently, your daughter had no idea because she just went.
Do you forget Tootie already?
Did you forget Toots? No,
excited.
she did not.
No, she's just excited.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, Vanessa.
I am headed to Top Golf tomorrow morning. I know. I'm not a fan, but Jeff is taking out 70 of his clients.
Oh,
Holy
as a thank you.
That's a lot.
So I get to schmooze.
Be the hostess with the mostest.
Schmooze.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Oh my gosh.
sound like I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, Vanessa, even on a good day. Let's face it.
True.
What? Even on a good day, what?
That's not going to happen. Makeup, hair,
And Jesus.
you're going to kill it. Any other
Market?
topics?
No way.
Not so
Oh,
much.
yeah, especially the financial realm.
No, what's happening in the
things.
stock
So
market
much.
right now? Who knows?
Who knows? I mean, I don't think
The
anybody
Bulls,
does.
the Bears, who knows
Yeah,
which
I
one?
don't know.
True.
What I want to know is which crumble cookie do you like?
True.
Maybe I'll lead
We
with
have a
that.
new thing, guys, that you're going to have to be watching for.
Yep.
Which one was your favorite?
All of them were really good. I think my favorite was the skillet.
Oh.
Yeah, I like that one a lot too.
I think it's because of the crunchy
Yes.
crust.
Mm-hmm.
The skillet or the cake like one.
Yeah, that cake one. Both really good.
They were the bomb diggity.
So good. So good.
Nobody knows what we're talking about, but tune in tomorrow.
Well,
You will.
Go on Instagram, TikTok, or
Facebook.
Facebook to the Hope Hotline, and you will know what we're talking about.
Yep.
So, okay, I think that's about it. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
I'm on a sugar overload.
Good. Well, you ready to go?
Yeah. So do your thing.
Okay.
And then I'm going to run to the bathroom
You do
because
that.
I have to pee really bad.
You're allowed. Bye. Okay, so I'm going to add TikTok to this one literally while we're talking today because every time I'm like, oh, I need to add TikTok. So I'm going to add TikTok to this. But we are live on TikTok, so I'm going to wave to you guys. We're live on the Hope Hotline, and we're also live on Hey, It's Hope 01. So either way, you'll get two different views. At some point, I'm hoping to be able to connect Hope's with ours, but we have to wait until she goes live enough times. But if you are watching on TikTok, if you can share this and do all this stuff, I I will be actively involved in the podcast. So this is my only time I'm saying hi to you guys on TikTok. After that, if you are on Facebook, it is finally up and running. It was being a little silly to get started, but it's going. And then if you are on Rumble, say hello. I see you guys watching, but the comments are quiet. So just say hi. Let us know where you're watching from. YouTube, it's good to see you guys on there too. So just say hello. And then later on today, we will have the audio podcast available for you guys. So while you're on whatever platform you're on, if you can just like and share and comment, if you can subscribe, if you can repost on the Rumble, it's got the new repost now. Watch us live. And then you can like it and all that stuff. It just helps with the algorithm, helps us, whatever we're already doing, it helps us do it a little bit more. Next is send in your questions. So we got a few good ones today. I'm excited to get to those. So we'll kind of move quickly along. But yeah, please send in your questions. askhope@hopehotline.com. Natalie will be in here at the end of the month. So send in some questions. I did get one of them. So keep sending those questions in for Natalie. It can be from something we talked about last time that maybe you need more clarity on, or just something completely new, or something you've seen on TikTok or anything like that. And yeah, send those questions in. Hope is live on TikTok right now, and she also is posting every single day. So you'll want to jump on there. Congratulations. She got 100 followers.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! So,
hey, listen, that's a feat in and of itself.
It is. But nothing viral, nothing like totally crazy yet. Just plugging away, man. Plugging away.
Nobody I know.
Nobody you know, exactly.
Pretty much nobody I know.
Yep, exactly. So, so go follow her over there. Watch those TikToks, repost, save, like, share, do all the stuff. And then we are also over there as well. Oh, I didn't update it. So we have about 60 followers. We have some new stuff up there too. I just took a new screenshot and forgot to add it. So I'll update that one too. But yeah, we're on TikTok. We're actually on TikTok live now. And yeah, that's that. Instagram, we're over there as well. And if you want some merch, foundationchurchfl.com, click shop, and you can purchase some of our merch. We've got our shirt, our hat, our mug, and our spoon. So head over there, go check that out. And then I think that's it for today.
Hot diggity.
Okay, let's do this.
We have some, so I think we're going to be able to get to 3 questions today. But this is a topic that I think is all too familiar with today's dating or even married life, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, you know the question. So you say yes, you agree with me?
Yes, for sure. Absolutely.
Okay. So the first question is, I am very frustrated with my boyfriend. Every time we go out to dinner or just hang out, he spends most of his time on his phone, either on TikTok or texting with other people. So this must be a young person, because if this was a older person, they would have said Facebook.
Yes, I was just thinking that. You're right.
It's got to be a younger
I think
couple.
So. Yeah.
Or Instagram, but is Instagram young and old?
I want to say that it's
Millennial.
merging. Yeah.
It's merging.
Yeah.
So like Facebook is my age group.
Right.
100%.
Instagram is like you guys is
Right.
Yeah, like 40
below.
Yeah.
and below.
Yeah.
Is Instagram.
I think so.
And then you got the youngers, the Gen Zers, that are really like Gen Zers are YouTube and TikTok, really? Oh, and then the younger generation beyond that, like in the early teenage years, is YouTube. That's it.
Yeah, I think so. And TikTok.
And TikTok. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So this is a younger couple, which means you probably don't need to be thinking about getting serious with anybody. The odds are. So, okay. So he spends most of his time on his phone, either on TikTok or texting other people. I really like him, but the lack of communication is really getting to me. I need him to put the phone down and talk to me. How do I get this to happen? Have you guys gone to restaurants? I swear to the Lord above, Tom and I go to restaurants, and everyone around us, unless it's a big group of people that have gone out to dinner together, but if it's a couple, she's on her phone, he's on his phone, and there's very little communication between the two of them. I'm like,
Right.
why even bother?
Right.
Stay at home, save the money. Or if they're dating, I'm like, why? Oh, why?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't get it.
It makes no sense because, okay, I am aging myself, but when me and Tom were dating, like cell phones really weren't, I mean, they had them. Okay, we had cell phones, but it wasn't like we didn't live through our cell phones. All you could do is talk on your cell phone.
Yeah.
Texting was just becoming a thing.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even, texting really wasn't a thing when we were dating. So I'm telling you right now, like all this stuff has just ruined society.
True. Do you remember when you had to wait till like 9 o'clock to use your free minutes?
Yes, I do.
Oh, 3 minutes on the phone?
Yeah.
Nights and weekends.
Yeah.
Nights and weekends.
It's true.
Which makes no sense to these kids at all. But yeah, you had to pay,
Right.
like, oh my gosh, I remember one time, like, the bill.
Oh, yes.
The bill.
Yes. If you went over your minutes, not good.
I know one time me and my friend, we were constantly texting with each other, and we ended up thinking we had texted so much but my phone bill wasn't expensive. Her phone bill was outrageous. It ended up not being me and her. It was her husband. He had run up the bill. But before that, he was like, "What are you doing?" And it ends up, she did all the research and she found out, it ain't me, it's you. But seriously, back then, it was an over $1,000 bill.
No.
We're not
No.
talking
Gosh.
cheap, guys.
No, absolutely not.
Now I had
I'd cry.
over $100 at a time on my bill. Can you believe that? Like,
cry.
if you went over your minutes, you would actually pay $100 more on your phone, on your cell phone.
I know.
And now, like when they did unlimited, we thought we died and went to heaven.
My mom has a great story because she can tell it better, but she called NSYNC, like, because you could call NSYNC and you could like hear, they had like a message that they would say.
Oh yeah, back in the
And
day,
she
all
kept replaying it over and over and over again because she wanted to hear his voice, and it ended up being like $300.
Oh my gosh.
Her mom was so mad.
Yeah, because
So
back
bad.
in the day, that was one of the ways. Like they didn't have like. Remember when MySpace went off the charts? MySpace was where a lot of these bands would go
Yeah.
for free marketing and advertising.
Right.
But before that, what Talia was talking about was really what you had to do.
Right.
You would call in a number. It was like it wasn't an 800 number, but it was just like an 800 number.
Yep.
But you did get charged.
Yeah.
And there were party lines. Do you remember the party
Oh
lines?
my gosh, yes, party lines.
That is funny.
People are like, do you ever go back? Like on Instagram, they have they know what your formidable years are, and mine are the 80s. And so, I mean, you guys probably don't get these, but you get it for 90s. But 90s and 2000s probably. But mine is always the 80s. And so it'll always go back to like, do you remember when? And it always has the 80s stuff on there. Like times were good. Do you miss these? I'm like,
Yeah.
heck, I finally put on one of them. I'm like, yeah, I'd go back in 2 seconds flat with my kids and my family. Like send me back because life was way simpler. And just like the street lights came on, you ran home. Like that was your tall tale sign, get your butt home.
Friday nights were what was it? TGI Friday.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I know.
Oh yeah. And like Casey Kasem would play, like there were Sunday nights too. Like Casey Kasem would play like everybody, like the top 10. And then sometimes there would be ones where you could call in and you would send in, like, will you play? The DJ would literally do this. Will you play this for this person? And you could say their name.
Yeah. Jeff used to call up the local radio station and request songs for the girl of the week.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I believe it.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right. But
so funny.
all that stuff is like done and
I
gone.
know it. And our kids will never know that life.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really sad.
It is block parties.
Yep.
Block parties.
Block parties are still a thing in New York City.
They're not really here. I mean, our neighborhood does them, but
Yeah.
not really. But block parties were really cool because all of your friends y'all lived in the same neighborhood, and all your parents were friends with each other.
Yep.
And then you would just on Friday nights or Saturday block party.
Right. Yep.
Just live your best life.
Telling you.
Everybody bring something. Like everybody's houses were clean, so everybody could bring a potluck, and because moms stayed home, took care of their families.
Can we
And
go back to that?
yeah, it was such a nice, simpler time. And I would love to be able to tell you to go back to that time, whoever you are, and your boyfriend wouldn't have a phone. There was no TikTok then. And you would actually have a conversation with him.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, my gosh, that's all Tom and I have is talking.
Yeah.
Like we are like talkaholics. Anonymous. Hi, I'm a talkaholic. I need help.
Did you guys go out to dinner a lot? Because like my family never went to dinner.
Me and Tom all the time. Not my
Really?
family.
Yeah,
No, if we
okay.
went to McDonald's, that was like we were living large.
Yeah.
Special occasions.
Yeah.
We would hit up the local Sizzler.
But back then, there weren't as many restaurants.
Yeah.
No.
There wasn't. And it just wasn't a thing. You had Sunday dinner, or excuse me, you did have Sunday dinner, but you had dinner at home every night. Nobody was going out to eat.
Or
And
you
if
did-
you did,
Takeout pizza on Friday night.
yes, Pizza Hut.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. We
Or
were-
like the ones up north.
Yeah,
we
we
all
did,
had
like-
our names,
yeah, we did, like,
Godfathers and stuff like that.
friendlies,
Yeah.
After church, like
Friendlies every,
yeah.
yes.
So,
Friendlies.
but it was
Yes.
it wasn't something we did often, like as a family. Like we go to like what was it? It's like a
Ponderosa?
yes.
Ponderosa.
Ponderosa.
But here's the thing: you didn't do that until you got older, correct?
Yeah, I think
Because when
so.
you're young, we were younger. We
Yeah,
did not do that.
yeah.
It was until we got older that we did those
Yeah, I
things.
think so.
Yeah, I mean, it
My
was
mom-
just
But yeah, so now you're on your phones. Everybody
Yeah.
is
all the time,
Yeah.
Yeah.
all the
True.
time. It's not good, people. I mean, if you're married and you can relate to this, maybe you're not on TikTok, but maybe you're like a lot of people like to like go on their phones and just look up things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's maybe not you're saying, well, I don't go on TikTok. I don't go on Facebook. I
Right.
don't go. Well,
Right.
are you researching things while you're on there?
Right.
Because everybody has their thing
Yeah.
that draws them. Maybe you're checking your emails
Right.
because you're a
Right.
workaholic,
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
responding to people all the time. Like there's got to be a downtime and there's got to be me and you time.
Yeah. Or just not liking the silence. So then you pick it up and you just look at just break that habit.
I mean,
that
I
habit.
seriously, I admittedly, and I don't do it that often. Well, maybe I do it more than I even want to admit if I think about it. But so often I'll be in a conversation with somebody and I'll be actually looking at my phone, either going through my emails
Yeah.
or even like looking at Facebook or something like that, because just having a singular thing isn't enough for me.
Yeah.
Or maybe it is, but I find that sometimes I do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me
I
too.
probably do it way more than I think I do, to be honest with
I think
you.
we all do.
It's become like we are not satisfied just like with
We just want that
slow.
dopamine hit.
Yeah, it is. For sure.
It's like crack.
It is.
You just got to be slow.
Slow
Like
down.
slow down.
Yeah.
Slow down.
You
So
know,
I wonder, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I wonder if this person has had this conversation with her boyfriend.
Ooh.
Like,
Well, that's what I say. You do.
Right.
Like
Okay.
you're gonna have to talk to him.
yeah, like, hey, I noticed that you've been on your phone, and whenever we're together, you're always on your phone.
Right.
Can we set up time where it's just you and I, and we put our phones away?
Or you could do it like
a nice
me.
way.
Like this is how I would
I
say
like
it.
that. I was going to
If
say,
I
I would
was
hope
dating-
say it.
Back in the day, not
the day.
anymore.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
choose a nicer way. But back in the day, I'd be like, I see you're on your phone a lot. Am I not enough for you?
Ooh. Yikes.
If I'm not enough for you, guess
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
I'll find somebody who thinks I am.
What is that saying? You catch more flies with honey?
That's not going to catch you a fly. That's going to repel it.
Yeah.
But,
did I get that
seriously, that's
right?
what I think of when I read this question. I was like,
I don't know.
maybe she's just not enough for him. But I don't think anybody's enough for anybody anymore.
Right.
Because
right.
like
This is-
seriously,
This is a common issue.
Yeah, it is.
so common.
Yeah.
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 I literally, the last time Tom and I went out to dinner by ourselves, everybody that we saw, for the most part, was on their phone and they barely talked to each other.
Right.
Oh, so I asked ChatGPT, what advice would I give my friend about
Yeah.
the situation?
What did they say?
They suggested to have a conversation, a calm, clear conversation. And this is what it suggested.
Okay.
I really value our time together, and sometimes I feel a bit disconnected when you're on your phone a lot. Can we set some boundaries so we can be more present with each other.
Aww.
Well,
so
isn't
nice.
AI so like,
Sweet. Keep it respectful, but honest.
that's frightening.
Yep.
I'm just telling you. Sometimes that stuff
I know.
is scary.
Yeah.
There's like a whole movement right now that is very much against using AI.
Really?
Like Altered State, which is I don't know.
It's a clothing.
It's a
right?
clothing company, but it's like targeted towards like millennials and younger.
What is the name of this?
Altered State, and it's like a Christian company.
Never heard of it before.
Yeah, they're in like bigger malls, so they're like a little bit more higher end, not like super high end, but like just it's not like Forever 21 and like these fast cheap ones. But they just posted kind of what we did with the AIs yesterday with our crazy faces and stuff, and they
Yeah.
did like a Barbie one,
Yeah.
and all the girls in the comment are like, "Ew, AI, like that's so cringe." Like, no, we don't use AI. We're not because the whole Elon Musk thing. So yeah, so it's like this whole thing now where they're against AI.
As soon as Elon is no longer in the picture, they'll
know.
all be bum rushing it and coming
Oh,
back.
isn't that crazy though?
Yeah.
It's a load of hooey.
Side note.
I don't buy it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that generation, not just that generation. God bless you, Talia. Thank you for that. I'm a popsicle in here. She just ran, huh? I don't care, just as long as it's up.
75 usually.
Holy moly, it's
Yeah.
freezing in this joint. Like, I was about to say all the younger generation is hooked and addicted to it, but that's not true.
Yeah, it's not.
That's just not true. If you are computer savvy at all,
Yeah.
and you're an older person, you're using it.
Yep. Oh
True.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You are using it.
And posting, like spam posting
Like, what is that?
all day long.
What's spam posting?
Like when you just are posting, like you're on your news feed and you're like, oh, cute cat, repost. Oh, dog, repost. Oh, I like that house. Quote, repost. Like you're just constantly like sharing.
I block
stuff.
those people. They don't know they're blocked.
Yeah.
But people that do that,
Yeah, that's called spam posting.
that's what that is.
Yeah.
Okay, I did
Like
not know. Like people who
nonstop.
are nonstop,
Yes.
stay friends but block.
Right. You can,
I
right.
can't
And
do
and
it.
They
Go
won't tell
outside.
them. Like you pause. Like I've paused people.
Yeah, I have too.
before.
Everybody's paused people.
Is that,
Yeah.
is that wrong?
Especially no.
Okay.
Well, here's the
not.
thing. Like for me, like if we're not politically
Yeah.
if we're not politically in step with one another, I don't want to see your crap. You don't
True.
want to see
and you
mine.
don't want to see mine, right?
True.
Exactly.
Like so let's
Yeah.
agree to disagree.
yeah.
And then while we do that, let's just not see each other's crap.
Right.
You're not going to convince me and I'm not going to convince you. So
Absolutely not.
I'm okay with that.
True.
And I'm okay with us still being friends, but not seeing each other's crap. It don't bother me.
Right.
It doesn't
Same.
offend me.
Right.
So-
right. Exactly.
I don't know. Like I don't know. The AI thing though, I will say this back to what we were talking about.
Yeah.
If you stay with this person, I would say to them, like Vanessa was saying, have a conversation and basically say, okay, I have a problem. I'm feeling ignored. Like the phone's way more important than me or whatever else, or it appears that way. So can we set boundaries? And if that person says, yes, let's do it. They might say, no, you know what? I right now, like I can't promise you that I'm going to put my phone down and we're going to go to dinner and it's just going to be me and you talking. I can't promise you that. And what he's saying with that is you're not going to fulfill that device. But I would say he finds you boring. But what I would tell you is he's going to find anybody boring.
True.
Because again, the dopamine dump is the phone, not the relationship with a tangible human being. And like back in the day, like we would be so giddy to get together with our friends. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about. But back in my day, like when I knew that I was going to get to go and hang out with my friends, we only talked on the phone for short periods of time because we didn't have call waiting until I was in my teenage years. So you got 10 minutes on the phone and then you had to hang up because if somebody else, in case somebody else was going to get a phone call or if an important phone call came through, the phone had to be available. Okay, well, back then, the only time you got to be with your friends is when you hung out together. So all of your words and all of the things had to happen in that time frame. You couldn't wait to get together.
Yeah.
You couldn't wait to get to youth group. And then when you were at youth group, everybody had your full undivided attention. Not like this and It wasn't like that.
True.
Like that was the dopamine dump, is being with your friends. And then hopefully somebody cute walked in the room.
Yeah.
And all of you guys could talk about him.
True. That was the best.
It is true to that day, to this day, but you could also find somebody online.
Yeah.
Whereas back then you couldn't find anybody online. You had to hope they walked through the flipping door.
True.
True. And because online dating wasn't a thing back then.
Not at
No.
all.
You couldn't like log on and swipe
No.
left or right or up or down. I
True.
don't know.
Not at all.
But
There was no online dating.
you had to meet people organically.
Or listen, I know I've had many jobs, but one of my jobs that I had a long time ago, I was in my 20s, like early 20s, maybe 21. I worked for a dating company.
No way.
Yes, I did.
That's like the best job ever.
Yes, it was. I was the receptionist. And then I would put, we had these books, like you had books of all women, all men. And then you would have like, the books would be kind of categorized, right?
Yeah.
They had their categories. It's pretty somewhat irrelevant. But when you were trying to sell somebody, you had a book with all the best looking people in it. So if it was a guy coming in, you had the book with all the good looking girls. And if you had a girl coming in, you had all the guys in the good looking book. That's how you would sell them. That's how you would.
No
Oh,
way.
heck yeah. That was how you rein them in.
So funny.
So, but I would have this is how it worked back in the day. If you wanted to find somebody to date that you didn't know and you didn't want to meet at a bar, you would go to a dating company. Like she was a matchmaker. That's what they called them, matchmakers. So you would go to this dating company, and what she would do is she would sit down with you, and she would find out what are your top qualities, what do you like, what is your age group, what is the youngest you'll date, what is the oldest you'll date. Then they would pull from the notebook all of your options, and then they would put the sheets in front of you, and based on what the person had written about themselves, along with us and their picture, you go, okay, can you set me up a date with this person, and this person? And then that's what I would do.
Oh my gosh. What have you not
That's
done?
online dating.
That's so funny.
Back then.
Crazy.
Yeah, back then.
Wow.
So if there was no, it wasn't like it is today.
Right.
And there's something that was exciting for people to be because then you would have a phone call with them.
Right.
That's how it all started.
Wow.
That's
It's not like that anymore.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's
Not
kind of
at all.
sad.
It is.
It's kind of sad. So I don't know. But if it was me, I would say to the guy, listen, do you want to do this or do you not want to do this, in a very nice way? And if he said no, all right, see ya. Peace out.
Yeah.
Glad I didn't waste too much time on you. If he said yes, then what you're going to have to know is, first of all, you can't nag him to death, because it's going to be really hard for a person who's kind of addicted to the phone, which in some ways all of us are.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
To some degree, all of us are addicted to that device. And so what's going to happen is it's going to be hard for that person not to want to pull it. So you're going to have to be patient with this person, and you can't nag. But when the opportunity arises periodically, not every time you go out,
Yeah.
periodically, you're going to have to say, hey, listen, we're taking some back steps here. Do you notice that you always have the phone in your hand? Please, for the love of Pete. I don't know why it's Pete, but it is. For the love of Pete, please help me help you. Otherwise, if you can't do it, are you really losing anything?
Right.
It's time to
I mean, listen,
reevaluate.
you're lonely with him sitting across the table from you. So
Right.
what's the
Right.
point?
Right. Nothing changes.
Right. You ain't lost much if he says no. And you haven't lost much if you can't follow through.
Right.
Because right now, you're lonely. You just have a nice something good looking that you're sitting across from. You can find somebody else.
True.
True.
ChatGPT also says
Oh, dear God.
to model the behavior.
Yes.
So
They like that, though.
Yes.
Listen, if a person is on that phone, they're going to be like, oh, sweet. Now I'm off the hook. I can keep looking. Because I'm telling you, Vanessa, you've gone to restaurants. They are modeling the behavior.
Yeah.
People are not talking to one another.
Yeah.
Or this is the other one. They'll be talking to one another about what's on their phone and like, look.
Yeah. I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. So like ChatGPT, I don't agree with that.
Or maybe what they meant is like he could be on his phone and then you're just being completely present with your phone down and like trying to have a conversation. And maybe they would pick up on the cue.
Maybe she's really boring.
I beg to differ. No, I have no
Just
idea.
throwing that out there.
I mean, she could be.
Because like, what
could
if when Jared and I are talking, like it is something like we'll pick up our phones, but it's usually when we're not talking. But like when we're engaged, like a good conversation,
Yeah, you're
like
animated.
I'm
you're,
like yeah, like I'm really like actually
Okay, but
engaged.
you also are older. Okay.
Excuse
Both of
me?
you are older. And I don't, I mean, I know you're on TikTok and everything.
I am right now,
But yeah, that's true. But if the truth be told, the odds are this person is younger than you. So they've not you grew up communicating. That's what you love to
know.
do.
It's very
These
true.
people don't know.
that's true. That is very true.
Yeah. They don't have the skills.
Yeah, you don't have the skills. Yeah, this is,
I mean, how many times have you met young people who don't even know how to have a conversation?
many times,
All the time.
many times.
I mean, it's frightening.
It is.
Yeah.
They don't even I sometimes am sitting there going, who taught you how to talk?
Yeah.
And it isn't because you're uneducated.
No.
It's because you don't do it enough. When you don't use a skill set, then you don't know how to do it when you are put in a place where you have to have a conversation.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've literally had people tell me, I'd rather not talk on the phone. I'd rather just text people because I really
know
don't want to talk to
someone-
them.
Specifically.
Yeah, they don't really, and it's not that they don't want to talk to them, it's they don't want to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
So they rather text.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's a wild thought.
Yeah. I don't know. It's become very bad.
Yes.
Oh man.
What are you laughing at?
I love not talking on the phone.
I mean, I love not talking on the phone too, but I'm not going to override
No, I know.
a conversation
That's what we're
with
laughing
somebody.
at.
Yeah.
I know.
But it
Although,
is the known thing with especially with the younger generation, they don't want to be on the phone.
Yeah.
Getting them to getting like an 18-year-old to make their own appointments is hilarious.
It is hilarious.
Like calling a doctor's office
Yeah.
and making an appointment.
Right.
now here's the crazy thing: is Tommy is, and he's 26, right? But pretty much, and it might be because he's older. But pretty much he's always done all of that stuff. I've not, I'll go with him if he wants me to, because he'll be like, you can sit in the car, but just for us to have some time together. Because outside of that, we don't see each other.
Yeah.
So, but he's always made his own appointments.
It's a good habit to start. I might start doing that with my kids.
Norma, on the other hand, slow the roll, Vanessa,
Yeah.
because I ain't got it going on.
Wait, I probably would
That
still
was
call my
him
mom.
doing it. That wasn't me making them, just so you know.
was just
I'd
doing
love to take
himself.
credit.
Yeah.
True.
But I wasn't me. That was just Tommy just taking it upon himself.
His
Norma,
personality.
it's just quality. It's just something. It
Yeah.
was no great parenting technique.
Yeah.
I wish to God I could say it, but I'm not going to own something I didn't do.
Okay, I'll take it back.
Some people, their kids are super intelligent and they're like, I know. I'm like, you didn't do squat. You're dumb as a
right?
box of rocks. You got lucky, man.
Yeah.
I know you. You can't even do 2 + 2.
my
You act like you're the
gosh.
one that created that. Outside of birthing it, that kid is smart, not because of you.
Oh, your mom is throwing you under the bus, Tracy.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say if I could have my mom make every single phone call for me still at the age of 40, I would.
See, Norma is like that.
Including Chinese food. I will not call the Chinese food place. I won't do it. And so now Kylie always was my person, and now Tootie, are you over there? Yep. Now Tootie's my person. She's not there, but she's next in line. I'm making those phone calls.
I listen.
don't like
Norma
being
is
an
the
adult.
same way,
I know.
but she'll go to all of her appointments by herself.
Right.
Like if she can make
Yeah.
the appointment online,
Right. That's me.
golden.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's
really,
me.
like let's say, do you want me to go to that with you?
Yeah. No.
Please don't. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Right. No, I don't need anybody. I just
But not on
don't
the
wanna call.
phone, man.
Yeah. I know.
Wants nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
So I don't
It's
know.
Actually, really rude, Mom. Thanks for calling me out.
We know
Wow,
it.
I was trying to slide under the radar
We all know
with
it.
the people that know me the best. Oh, it's funny.
When that thing has a red bar up on the top, what does that mean?
I'll look. Let me check it out.
Oh, it just went away.
Okay. I think you're getting like
Like requests? Oh.
It's like going. It's like it just up across the whole entire thing, sister. It just went crazy. Like we're new to TikTok Live, and so we've like right now it has the bar across the top.
it's just saying it's just they're at goals. It's okay.
Am I trying to meet a goal?
Yeah. They're just
So I'm not attaining the goal.
Well, I don't know.
I've
you have
met the
3
goal.
people consistently watching right now. Like there's 3 people hanging out on your TikTok.
On that one?
Yep.
God bless you 3.
I know. And a ton of likes.
I love you.
You have like almost 400 likes or
It's
something.
Hey Hope.
It's Hey Hope.
God bless.
I know.
Let me help you. Or just stay here so you can help me.
Oh my gosh.
Because really, that's what it's all about.
Exactly.
But I love you for that.
I know.
So I have this camera right here. I got that. Oh, you can't see it, but I got that over there. And then we got that. Hey,
They can
ho. So we got a lot of things going on around here, but
Yeah.
all good.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, but my kids, like, it ain't nothing I done. So
Okay.
and I am not the brightest light bulb in the box. So my kids, if they are smart, which they're street smart, book smart, both of them would tell you, it's not for me.
Same.
It's not for me.
Yeah. I get it.
If you want a good face pounding, my son will be able to do that for you. Yeah.
Probably Norma too.
Yeah, Norma
Push
too.
to shove.
But Tommy is
Push to
Tommy is
A
properly
professional.
trained. He's a professional.
It's true.
He's a professional
It's very true.
face pounder.
Yeah.
Now Norma,
Yeah, yeah.
on the other hand, she likes to think in her own mind she is, and she probably is pretty scrappy. So
She's very scrappy. She is.
watch out for that one too.
Scrappy girl.
So here's
Okay.
the thing. Let's do sponsors real quick,
Okay.
and then let's get going to the next question. Because
Yeah.
the next question is very awkward,
Okay.
like
Yeah.
very freaking awkward.
Right. What are you going to do?
I don't know.
Okay. We'll
I
figure
mean,
it out.
I know what I would do.
We'll figure it out together.
Holy crap! Tracy was like, "What? What?
I'm like, wait,
Wait, what?"
wait, what?
It's awkward. Okay, Real Estate Appraisal Associates of Southwest Florida, Inc. is owned by Laura Keller. They have been in business since 2005. They provide the most accurate certified home appraisal service in Southwest Florida. They have upfront pricing with no hidden fees, no waiting for a couple weeks for your appraisal. They have it done in 2 to 4 days. Why do you need an appraisal? There are many reasons to get one. First, when you sell your home, it removes any concern that you priced it too low to eliminate paying high state taxes on a home you inherited, to make sure that you are not paying too much in property taxes because of an inaccurate home valuation. Lastly, so that when you list your home, it's not priced too high and sits on the market for months or longer. Real Estate Appraisal Associates of Southwest Florida are highly trusted and valued, and they have done over 10,000 appraisals. They are locally owned and operated for over 30 years, and they are licensed certified appraisers and are an expert team. Their appraisals have a 100% money-back guarantee, and they can provide residential real estate appraisals in the following counties: Charlotte, Sarasota, Manatee, DeSoto, Hillsborough, Pinellas, and Lee. If you give them a call, tell them that you heard about them from the Hope Hotline, and they will give you a $50 discount. The phone number that you can call them is 941-743-3700, 941-743-3700. Then we have Hanson Automotive, who has been in business since 2017 with 20 years experience. They do everything from oil changes to tires to AC work to engine repair and replacement. They're not just motivated to do the rest, they are automotivated. And their business lives by Proverbs 16:3, which is commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. The phone number to reach them is, can you put up the other one? There you go.
I was talking to TikTok.
Lots of moving parts. The phone number for them is 460-3962, 941-460-3962. Now on to the next question. Now, listen, I'm not trying to insult you if you do this, but if you do this, you're weird. Slightly weird. And in some cases, you're just weird. But some people just don't know that it's weird. So you might be slightly. Okay, how can a person gracefully get out of kissing acquaintances, hello and goodbye, like in social and church situations? Like back in the day when I would go, like for me now it's church, right? And have I had this happen to me? Yes.
On the
Right
lip?
on the lips.
On the lips?
Okay, I don't mind the cheek.
The cheek
okay?
is a cultural thing.
The cheek, okay, and I've kissed people on the cheek too. And is it weird for them? Quite possibly. Okay, so maybe I'm a little off myself, okay? But on the lips,
Yeah.
and it wasn't a guy.
Oh,
God bless.
that's assault.
That's assault. Oh my gosh.
That's a no.
I was a little traumatized. And it happened more than once. And I would always be
The
like,
same person?
You're like
persons. Persons. It's happened more than once with more than one person.
No.
And literally, I'd be like, but they were so sweet most of the time
Okay.
because they had an edge to them at the same time.
Okay.
They were very sweet. They loved me very much. And they were more than an acquaintance, but not much more. I mean, to a certain extent. And I was like, what the crap are you doing? Like, why are you wanting to kiss me on the lips?
Right.
You're married.
You're married.
And you're a woman.
I'm
And you're a
married.
woman
Oh my god.
to a man.
That's funny.
Like I listen. If it was a lesbian who wanted to kiss me on my lips, I would get it,
Right. Right. Like
and I
she's going
probably
in.
would kiss him back.
Oh wow.
Not like that,
Okay.
but I would get it then. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, well, they're affectionate towards other women. Doesn't mean they want to get in my pants necessarily.
I
It just
mean-
means that they are affectionate towards the same sex. But for me to have another woman that's married to a man wanting to kiss me on the lips,
That's weird.
I'm not.
I can't think of any culture that does that.
On the lips, no. Like
No,
if you
not
go
on
to
the lips.
Europe,
Yeah,
it's
on the
all the
cheeks, yeah.
time.
On
Yeah.
the cheeks. I mean,
I like to pretend I'm from Europe every now and then. If depending on who the person
Even the
is, I'll give
Spanish-
them kisses on the cheek.
yeah, Spanish culture, we kiss on the cheek, and if you don't, it's a sign of disrespect. I grew up that way, but like on the lips?
Well, even if you go over to the Middle East, the men kiss each other on the
Yeah.
cheek,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's not cool not to greet each other
Right.
like that.
Right.
Okay. But listen, people, this is the United States of America.
When in Rome.
And these women were United States of American women.
Then they should know
They were
better.
not from another country.
They should know better.
They were American born and bred.
Okay. So what do you do?
It's a toughie. I don't know, because I'm a big hugger. And I'm
Right.
like, listen, this is where I make people awkward. And they might not want to hug.
They might
But I'm
not.
always like, bring it in. I'm a hugger. Bring it in. I don't care. Poor Aaron. Aaron's not a hugger. Heather's not really a hugger. I force it.
so
Like,
funny.
you're hugging me. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
And they suck it up and they do it. Now, there's other people that are like, and I'm like, okay, you're not a hugger. All right. I'm going to let you off. But for the most part, like when I meet new people and I've never met them before and they're like, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm a hugger. Come on, we can hug.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I'm a hugger too.
Yeah. That's usually the
Most
response.
of the time.
Yeah.
Then every now and then you'll be like, the guy or the girl will be like, oh, okay. And then you're like, you know what? You want a handshake.
Yeah.
Okay, read the room.
There it is. There's the advice. Read the room.
Read the room.
and make light of it and be funny about it
Right.
because
Don't
it's
get
not the end of the
offended.
world if the
Right.
person's not a hugger and you are.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And everybody for the world to know are not kissers on the lippers, especially if you don't know them.
No.
That's disgusting.
It is. I don't know where your lips have been.
And if you're like my husband, it's usually been all over the dog's mouth.
Ew.
So I'm not kissing.
Right. No kissing.
I don't want to kiss you after you've been kissing whatever.
Exactly. No,
Yeah.
thank
God bless.
No, thank you.
Maybe their love language is physical touch.
Must be. Must be.
Yeah.
With your lips?
Yep.
It's
Yep.
gross.
Yep.
So what would you do? Because I say be just direct. Say, you know what? I am not comfortable with this. It's nothing personal, but you know what? I'm just not a physical touch kind of person. And if I am, I'm very selective.
Yeah.
And it's not because of you.
Right.
It's because of me. You do the breakup thing. It's not you.
Yeah.
It's me.
Right.
Do the breakup thing.
That's true.
Blame it on you because
That's true.
really,
That's true.
it is your problem.
Right.
Your problem is you don't want their lips on yours.
Right.
yeah.
Fair.
Fair.
I think I would avoid them.
At all costs, I tried
instead
that.
of-
It doesn't work.
Instead of having,
She tried dodging them.
I've tried it. It does
I
not
see
work.
them in the distance, like I'd run.
Run the other way. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't think it works. If they want
Not
you bad
those
enough, they're
people.
coming for you.
They're coming for you. They'll
my
sneak up
God.
on you. And you won't know. You'll like turn and they're like there.
Right there.
Right there, and they like
Yes.
kiss you real quick.
Yeah.
Then you're going,
Exactly. Dodging. Oh,
I don't know.
man.
I think you have to be
That has
honest,
never
man.
happened to me.
That's never happened to you?
That's, like on the lips, never.
Has it happened to you, Tracy?
Oh my gosh, yes, it has.
My first kiss.
Oh my gosh. I want to know about it.
It's true. I think I was
Did
like,
Vanessa, have you heard this story?
I think I was like 12 years old. Mom knows.
Okay.
We were singing Christmas carols at the retirement home. And some older guy was like, maybe I was younger. I might have been younger than 12.
Not a retirement home
Retirement home.
guy. Oh my
And
gosh.
he's like, come here, come here. And so I came closer. He's like, come here. And then he went in and he was like, kiss me on the lips. And I was like, ah. And that was my first kiss. So yes, but I was tricked into that. But literally on my lips.
Ew.
And I was
That's
like,
disgusting.
it was really bad. It's ingrained in my brain forever.
Apparently. Like that's traumatizing.
I know.
That's disgusting.
I
too.
still like old people too, so I guess God healed that part of my heart.
Yeah, there's no resentment.
No, I still
Bitterness,
care.
the bitterness.
But yeah, he tricked me. He was a trickster.
Probably my favorite story.
I know.
That's so gross.
I didn't even see it coming. Didn't
Apparently
even see
not.
it coming.
Who would think though? Some old fogey is
Right.
calling you in
Yeah, he's
so
like,
they can give you the smackdown.
Come here. And he's like,
Who the crap does that? Pedophile. That's who does it. That's
I
who
know,
does
that's
that.
like the worst part. He 100% was a pedophile.
That's disgusting.
I know. So yeah, that's the only time. Other than
sorry.
that, I've had people kiss me on the cheeks, and it gets close. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Take it easy.
Yeah, and hugging. Like I don't know, I'll hug. I do the same thing. Like I'm a hugger when I meet people, but like
Yeah.
you guys,
Yeah.
like
Same.
yeah,
You get a pat.
you get like hey.
Me, I get a pat.
And when do we hug? Well, you don't hug. You already admitted that to Tracy Lopes. Are you watching Tracy Lopes? Remember at church? You're like, I don't hug you.
I said that?
Yeah. And you're like, that's like lesbian behavior.
I don't hug you.
Yeah.
I want you to be my woman. What are you
No,
talking
that's
about?
why you won't hug me.
No, I'd have my hands all over you.
Oh my gosh.
That's not true. We just can't go in that direction just yet. We both are married.
That's
and
true.
have husbands.
That's true. Not yet.
Not yet.
It's not allowed right now.
At least.
Oh my gosh, so funny.
No,
Yeah,
like,
but we're not-
well, you
we're
know
not
what? I
huggers,
see that I
but
go
we
too
are
far.
huggers. Yeah, see?
I go
Always.
too far. Like that was too far.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
That's okay.
It's all right. It's under the
It's on
blood.
TikTok. It's under the blood.
It's under the blood of Jesus.
We're in the Grace Covenant.
There you go. No, I think. Well, see, my problem is I go too far because I literally, like, if I see somebody's butt right there and it's like prime,
True. You're smacking it.
I'm smacking it,
Yeah,
dude.
that's true.
Like I got to. Like it's just calling my name. I don't do it to men. But I do to women, and I'm sure they're highly offended by that every now and then.
They might be. Nobody's ever said anything to me, so you must be smacking the right people. But nobody's ever said anything to me.
I don't think they would.
There are no incident reports, so.
But I feel like, I could be like a mediator. So they might come to me and be like, "Can you tell Hope
That I am
to stop
extremely
smacking me on the
uncomfortable.
butt?"
They're gonna submit a question.
Yeah.
On
Yeah, yeah.
Hotline.
Oh my gosh! I go down to the front row.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm walking down the aisle
you're like
and going to the front row
smacking
to
butts on the
sit
way
down.
down.
As
Right
people
in the middle of
worship.
worship. I love you, Jesus.
Yeah.
Whack.
Oh my gosh.
They're like, I'm like, hello.
Yeah, I've been on the receiving end of that.
Yeah.
Here's
same.
a love tap.
I'm like, oh,
Little love tap.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Didn't mean to interrupt it. But yeah, I mean, like for me, I don't know how to say other than I think you're just going to have to say, do not kiss me on the lips in a very nice way. Just say, I'm not comfortable with that.
I think that's fair.
yeah,
I don't think there's any other way.
there isn't.
No, that's it. Just do that.
Yeah,
But an acquaintance shouldn't be kissing you on the lips anyway.
Or shove your tongue down their throat.
Oh my gosh.
And then that's the
Oh.
last time. And then
Wait
that's the
a
last
second.
time.
Start nice. Next time, the next time that, do it. What are they going to do?
Well, they're the
just
one that
hold longer.
instigated it. They
hold on,
started it. Lean in.
Like lean in. Hold
Lean
their
into
face.
it. Like Vanessa
started
says. Just lean into it.
Lean in.
They started it.
You'll finish it.
Yeah. Listen. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
But the problem is if you're married and your husband or your wife sees you deep down, tongues deep throating somebody, are you serious?
Just tell them. Just give them a heads up. Be like,
You
listen.
can say, listen, honey,
Listen.
I had to do it. They
gotta
keep
get this.
pecking me on the lips and I'm done.
I'm done.
So I just had to go in, take care of business.
Listen.
Can you imagine?
I can.
I can
literally
too. That's
I
freaking funny. But an acquaintance, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. You remember this. Even if you're very honest with them, either with the tongue lashing, either way, with the talking tongue lashing or the physical tongue lashing, either way, they're an acquaintance. So if you offend them or tick them off, they're going to be no longer in your life, right? What have you lost? An acquaintance?
Right.
Who cares?
Who cares? Yeah. Who cares?
They're not your friend.
No.
They're an acquaintance.
Right.
And if we're doing friends, that's a whole other thing.
Right.
True.
That might be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On that note, that went a little too far again. I don't care. It's Friday. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
Friday. All right, next question. This is like, I didn't even know this existed. This is wild, but I actually like it. And here I'll tell you why after I read the question. What do you think about divorced parents choosing to move in and out of the family home based on custody schedules while the kids stay in the house full time for stability? Have you ever heard of this, Vanessa?
Never.
Have you've I know you've heard about it because me and you were talking about it, Tracy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've never heard of such a thing.
You know what I love? I love it. Because here's the thing. If you don't want to be married anymore, why should the kids have to be bounced around?
Right.
Bounce yourself around. You be inconvenienced instead of the kids be inconvenienced. How about that? Like you made a decision to have those babies. You don't want to be married anymore? Figure it out, but let them stay in the house, in their beds every single night. You come and go. I love that idea. I don't know who's doing this or who started it, but you're smart as crap because you want to make sure your kids feel very stable, very like their life, their neighborhood friends. They grow up in their neighborhood instead of having to come and go, come and go, come and go. This is the smartest thing anybody's ever thought of.
True.
I mean, okay, you agree with it, Vanessa?
Oh yeah, when I first heard it, I was like, "That's genius." But then Tracy was like, "If they're gonna do all that, why can't you just work it out?"
I agree, but
You know what I mean?
I agree, but
right.
sometimes,
I know,
like
right, I know,
if
you
you
can't.
got a cheater and he wants to cheat,
True.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a genius idea.
Yeah.
or she wants to cheat, go let her cheat. Go do your thing. But the kids, their lives, they stay calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah.
They get to live their best life. You screwed things up. You go figure it out.
Yeah.
I like that.
Let the kids have a real life, home that they get to stay in all the time. They know every night I'm spending the night in my bed. Instead of having go back and forth, jump all around. I think that that's very wise.
I do too. I do too.
Yeah.
Where did you see this?
I think it was a
Because
real.
you said you know about it.
Yeah, Instagram or TikTok, one of the two. It might have been TikTok, and it was a couple, and they did say they tried to like make it work, like because I think somebody asked like if you can, because I've been divorced, and it is not easy to come to an agreement. So I can't even imagine that we would have been in a place where like, hey, let's share a home, and the girls can stay. I wish but we couldn't. Nothing.
So do these people like in my mind? Answer me this question while you're explaining this. Explain this part because I don't want to forget this part
go for
because
it.
you're probably not. So okay, since you have seen this and I had never heard about this before this question. So Tracy,
Yes.
the one parent spends the night in the house
Yes.
with the kids.
Yes.
Do they share an apartment outside of the house that both of them share the apartment and what they both have to go back to that apartment? Or is there 3 places that everybody stays? He has apartment, she has apartment, and then they have this house. How does that work?
It's a great question.
Do you know this answer?
I know the answer for this one. Okay. So
Finish then what you were saying and make sure you add that part in there.
Okay, well, I'll tell you their whole scenario. So I just we couldn't even agree to anything, like God forbid, we actually got to agree on hey, let's have one home and you and I come and go. It would have been nope, I'm not doing it. Because anything I said was nope. So even if that idea came, I can imagine it's a very hard thing for 2 people that are going through a divorce, because it really does bring out the worst in you. God hates divorce, and it's on purpose because it brings out the worst in you. There's a lot of things you have to let go of. You have to be very selfless. You have to put your kids first all the time if there's kids involved. It is not please don't ever get divorced. If you're on this and you're listening, don't ever get divorced. And so God will turn it for your good if you are, because He turned it for my good. But it's the hardest thing you'll ever go through in your life.
If you have kids,
especially if you have
holy
kids.
crap.
It's hard tearing 2
it's a
people
hard
apart.
thing.
Right. But when you have kids and you have to continue to do business with these people, and this is your best interest. So anyways, so mine is
imagine.
if you can make it work, make it work. Make it work. But if you can't, and you've tried, whatever, and you're moving on, what they did is they're divorced. They have one home. The kids stayed in their same home. And the mom goes and lives with her parents in an apartment style at her parents' house. And she goes there when the time is that she doesn't have her kids. And then the dad is a firefighter. So he actually stays at the station on his time off. So right now there really is only one family home, and they don't have to spend money anywhere else. I don't know if she pays her parents for rent or whatever. And this is new. They just started doing this. So they don't know what's going to happen when a new boyfriend comes in the picture for mom, or a new girlfriend comes in the picture. Does the girlfriend get to go over too and stay in the family home? Probably. So
no way.
So how does that work? So because they're not, as far as I know, they're not Christians or anything. So they just live by their own set of rules. But they both were kind of we don't know. Because if you allow a girlfriend to come over, then you have to be okay with the boyfriend coming over. It has to be fair. And this is where things get really mucky. So right now it's best case scenario. The kids get to stay in their beds. They go home every single day from school to the same home. But how long does this last?
Man, it should last for forever. Because so this is only one story that you've heard of. So that's the first time you've ever heard of it.
And I read in the comments, and I believe there were people that said yeah, we tried this, but I don't know if it there is no other thing, or most people were in full agreement that this is the best thing ever to do for their kids.
I never heard of this before in my
should be
life.
court ordered.
I think.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Can you
do this.
Just for the kids'
just
sake.
for kids? Yeah, it's not their fault.
That's
right.
That's exactly what I thought.
I
I'm
know.
why should they be punished?
Why should they bear the burden of going?
Right.
And they're tossed to and from home to home. And especially with a firefighter's schedule, I can imagine that's very difficult, because he's on a couple days, off a couple days, on a couple. How do you do that with kids? So like with mine, my ex was a cop. And so his preference was that they were with him every night he was off. And I didn't like that because that meant 1 week he's on 2 days and then off 2 days and then on 3 days. And the next week it's the complete opposite. So there was never, a week to week was never consistent. So I was like, no, we're not doing that. And so we just kept it. They went to his house after school for a couple hours and then they were with me basically every night. And then they were so little, they would just come home, do homework, take a shower, eat, go to bed. And so we figured out how to do something like that. But they were all over the place, you know. For the most part, they were like, they went to his house after school and then my house they slept at, except like every other weekend. So we had a pretty consistent schedule, but it's still tough on them, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it really is.
Very much so. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
So I think this is a great idea.
My thing just blacked out.
Oh, it did? Okay. Yeah. But I do. I think this is a really great idea.
That is wild. That is wild. Actually, we're closing out in 7 seconds if you don't want to more worry about it. But you might need to do something with that. So, very interesting. Very interesting. I say, my opinion is best idea ever. Ever. Vanessa, your say?
Yeah, I think it should be court ordered. I think
agree.
it should be like the baseline for every family that is going through a divorce.
If you knew that that's how it was going to have to be.
Before
you got married.
Yeah, you would think twice.
Yeah.
You might think twice. And
try a
if
little
you're
harder.
a cheater, you might like keep your penis in your pants or your legs closed
True.
because it's going to cost you a lot of money.
It is like very expensive. It really is. Child support's no joke.
Yeah, so
Maybe just make it work.
I don't know. That's
how do
pretty
we change
wild.
laws, guys?
Right? So should we write to our governor? Santa,
pretty
we have
wild.
an idea. Yeah. Yep.
And obviously, Tracy's fully in full force for it. So, well, thank you guys for joining me and the Peanut Gallery on the Hope Hotline. We will see you on Wednesday of next week. In the meantime, it's Palm Sunday, correct?
It is.
Oh, is
So
it?
happy
It is.
Palm Sunday to everybody. And then,
Hosanna, Hosanna.
yeah, if you don't know what that means, well, I don't know what to
Get
tell you.
saved.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I can talk about it later, but
Yeah.
that's right, girl. Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. So see you on Sunday. Tune into the Foundation Church. If you don't have a church home, tune in and watch us and have a great weekend. It's beautiful out. Spring is here.
True.
Summer is on its way. And man, bye-bye to winter.
Bye-bye.
Praise the Lord.
I'm
See
okay
ya.
with that.
See ya.
So see ya on Sunday. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you on Wednesday of next week. Bye.
Real talk.